Hey, what's going on, guys? This is James Loves Music, and today we are back for another review. Today we are reviewing No Pressure by Logic. Logic is a Maryland rapper and producer who has seen a lot of success within the past 10 years. His debut album, Under Pressure, really started to skyrocket him to success after his mixtapes. Logic steadily released projects of what I would consider to be good quality up until Young Sinatra 4, when he started to experience some more lackluster tracks on his albums. The next two projects after Young Sinatra 4 are what I would consider to be his two worst projects. Supermarket was Logic's attempt at a rock album in the form of a soundtrack for a book that he wrote of the same name. And Confessions of a Dangerous Mind was a hip-hop album with some of the corniest bars I have ever heard and some of his worst hooks to date. I'm icy, I'm clean. Outside of a few tracks, this album was very disappointing. After this, I had sort of lost hope in the future of Logic's career, until he announced the follow-up to his debut album, this new album, No Pressure. Along with this announcement, he also announced that this will be his final project, as he is retiring from hip-hop to raise his new son and to stream on Twitch with his new 7-figure deal to stream exclusively on their platform. And I am happy to say, No Pressure is a definite step up in quality from his past 3 projects. The bars on this project are quite the improvement from the previous project. Not as much corniness to be found as much as there was on Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Many of the tracks on this album feature references to how much Logic loves and cares for his new son, and these go down a lot better than Chance the Rapper's bars about his wife on The Big Day. Speaking of which, there's a reference to on this album. A lot of this record lyrically, though, gives us a glimpse into Logic's mindset at this point in his life and just how he's feeling. Most of the production done by No ID on the record feels good. Bringing him back in was a smart move on Logic's part. And of course, having 6 on most tracks really makes this feel like a Logic record. The chill 90s hip-hop inspired beats and instrumental are like the bread and butter of Logic, and I love me some bread and butter. Now going into the track list, let's get some negatives out of the way. The hook on the track, GP4, which sounds like he's trying to pay homage to an Outkast track, I find to be very irritating and annoys me every time I hear the track, although it is not nearly as annoying as the hook on Icy. The track A to Z should have just been cut entirely. It's just that one track on the album that's like, what was he thinking? And the skid on the end does not help the track either. And the closing track, Obediently Yours, feels like a bit of a cop-out, despite the fact that I do agree with everything said on it by Orson Welles. Now, with the negatives out of the way, let's get into some of my favorite tracks on the record. The track Hit My Line features a nice, melodic chorus and one of my favorite lines on the whole album. Too many kids in the community, outlined in chalk, scared of drive-bys when they should just be scared of the dark. I really like that. Celebration is exactly what the title says, a celebration of what Logic has accomplished in his career. This track also features a really good guest appearance from Silas. Man I Is features horn samples that was once used by Outkast and goes down smooth as butter. Dad Bod is just a fun time. Logic lets loose lyrically, and it just makes me feel good inside for some reason. Finally, Heard 'Em Say and Amen close off Logic's final album fittingly, and they make me enjoy experiencing the roller coaster that has been Logic's career. Now, in the end, I think this was a decent final record for Logic, and I really can't wait to see what he does next with Twitch and all that. I'm going to give this record a 4 out of 5. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. This has been James Loves Music. signing off.